Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dan with Adventuring Today. Hope everybody's having a great Christmas. Hey, tomorrow we're headed off to northern Indiana into the tundra. First night there, the temperatures are supposed to get down to the high single digits. It might be only 10 degrees outside, as warm as 10 degrees, but it's going to be cold. It's going to be frigid. And so I thought what I'd do is share with you a couple of the ideas and tips and tricks that we're going to apply on this trip. So again, back to our rig real quick. This is our travel trailer. It's a Mesa Ridge. It is a 328 BHS. It's a bunkhouse, outdoor kitchen. It does have the Four Seasons protection package, although, as many of you know, the first year that you own a travel trailer, you learn a lot of things about that trailer. And so I'm going to play a little bit cautious as we go into this very cold conditions. And I'll give you a couple of the tips and tricks I'm going to apply. And here we go. So I'm trying to keep our propane tanks as full as possible. So what I've done is I have bypassed our two 30-pound tanks, which are right here. And what I did is I just bought this extension cable to go into the propane tank off my gas grill, and I just tapped in right here. I've got my switch set to the small 15-pound tank, and then these are two 30-pounders that I'm guessing I'm going to need to refill at least once, if not twice on this trip. It's already cold here in St. Louis. You can see icicles forming on our RV. Just about everywhere where the drain spouts are. So let's go to our garage real quick, and I'm trying to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to do. So we're staying at my parents' house for Christmas, and there's 13 of us going back to this house. It's only 1.5 bathrooms, and there's only one shower. There's a tub there, but it's only one place to really get cleaned up. And so we wanted to have not only more beds, which our travel trailer will provide for us, but we want another place to be able to at least go to the bathroom. Probably not going to be taking any showers in our travel trailer on this trip because it's so cold outside. I don't want to put any water into the hot water heaters. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But it did snow there yesterday, so they got about 5 or 6 inches of snow. They may get a little bit more today. So we're going to be parked in their driveway. I've got a shovel, my dad's got a shovel, but I also bought 3 gallons of this Prestone de-icer, and this I want to use where I'm going to be putting the jack in case I need to break through some ice. I want to make sure I'm on really good firm ground, and this will melt anything that Mother Nature has provided in the forms of ice and snow. I've got 3 gallons of that, so we've got plenty. I also bought one of these spray bottles of this Prestone de-icer. This works great. You can spray it on your RV. You don't have to worry about it damaging anything. I've been spraying it on the steps into my truck to keep those from being slippery. It did snow here in St. Louis, about 3 inches yesterday, so the kids don't get hurt jumping into the truck. And then I've got about 6 gallons of RV Antifreeze in case something does happen to our furnace while we're there. I can quickly, pour a bunch of RV antifreeze into the lines and make sure I'm 100% protected. So what I did the other day is I used my air compressor and I blew out the air lines using the city water connection. Right now, we're just hooked up to a 15 amp connection here at home, enough to run 3 small heaters inside the RV, and those are just supplementing the main work that the main furnace is doing. Just enough to keep the tanks, a little bit of heat flowing through the underbelly of the tanks and so forth. But I did use fresh air. I did use air to blow out the lines. So I've got no air in the hot water tank. I've got no water. I've got no water in the hot water tank. I've got no water in any of the lines that are connected to the city water connection. So that should protect us in the event of an emergency. Where I don't have it blown out are any of the lines that are connected to the pump, which is not very much distance. That's in the center of the RV. We're going to be leaving here tomorrow morning about 15 degrees. The temperature is going to stay about 15 the whole way up to my parents' house. But we're going to leave with the RV at about 50, 55 degrees. I think with, driving for just 5 hours, some good motion up and down the highway, we should be okay with those internal lines and so forth. I did add RV antifreeze to all the traps, even the outdoor kitchen. I added it to the toilets. I poured some into, this RV has 4 tanks. It's got 2 gray water and 2 black water tanks. I've got antifreeze in there. And then what we're gonna do, I've got 4 kids. 3 of them are gonna be using the toilet. The 4th one's just a baby, so she's using diapers. And what I did is, I wanna keep an eye on how much water we're putting into these gray and black water tanks. And so, to kind of estimate that, I bought 5 1-gallon jugs of just, water. This is distilled water. It was cheaper than even the drinking water. So when I labeled each one, so this one says sink kitchen, the other 4 say sink kids, toilet kids, and then sink master bathroom, toilet master bathroom. And if you go to the bathroom, you put a little bit of water into the toilet. If you want to wash your hands, if you want to brush your teeth, then you use the appropriate gallon jug. And then what I want to do is keep enough RV antifreeze at about 1 part RV antifreeze to 2 parts water, approximately 1 to 1, 1 to 2 in that range. And that should give me protection down below 0 degrees if I apply it at that ratio. But the only way we can know how much is going in there, or at least estimate it, is by using these 1-gallon jugs. And so that's what I'm going to do with that. I did buy a couple of small heaters. So this is, it gets a little bit cooler here in this bunk room. This is just a little Honeywell. It's got a couple different settings on it. It's got low and high. This one takes approximately 2 amps, so it is not putting out a lot of heat, but it has done a pretty good job of helping supplement the temperature in this room back here. I've got 2 other ones that I've been running over here away from the thermostat overnight. This one, it's called My Heat, and this one does not have multi-settings. It's a Lasco unit, model 100. This one actually puts out a little more heat than that first one that I showed you. And then the Stanley beast right here actually puts out quite a bit of heat. This one will suck about 5 watts of electricity, but it does have a thermostat built into it, and it does have multiple power ranges right here, so you can just have it be on fan, the low setting or the high setting. And this one I actually will heat our garage, and it could be 0 degrees outside, and it will keep the temperature right around 45, 50 degrees there. So you can see I've got some antifreeze that I've poured into the traps and so forth. Same thing in the shower. And then we've got some in the toilets here also. So this is our strategy. This is what we're going to be doing. I think it's going to work out pretty well. It's going to be a great place for the kids to have fun. We're going to be using a PlayStation back here that I'm going to hook up so that if they want to play some video games at night before they fall asleep, they can do that. And it'll be a good little sanctuary for all of us to enjoy while we're back in my parents' house for Christmas. And everybody's not going to feel so cramped on each other. But it's going to be a great test for this unit and how powerful this furnace is, and how well engineered the Four Seasons package is. And then we're going to find out probably if this unit has any specific weaknesses to it that we just don't know about right now. So anyway, that's what we're doing. Should be fun. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Thank you for listening today and joining in. Be sure to share this video with your friends. Be sure to like it, and please subscribe. We're going to be sharing a lot more information with you when we get to Michigan City, Indiana, and should be a lot of fun. So thank you very much.